Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of MMA News. If you guys want to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the world of combat sports, make sure you guys subscribe so you can be notified every time we upload a new video. For today's episode, we're going to be breaking down the best moments from the previous week, including Ryan Garcia getting angry at Dylan Dennis live on Instagram, Jake Paul almost losing his $1 million watch, and Dylan Dennis getting confronted by a fan while filming a TikTok. But first, we gotta start today's episode off with Dylan Dennis getting into it with Ryan Garcia. Just check this out. It was just a normal day on Instagram Live when Ryan Garcia decided to start watching some other live streams. And guess who happened to jump into his live stream? None other than Dylan Dennis. So check this out. As soon as Dylan jumps into his live, he starts making fun of Ryan right away. Listen to what he's saying. Oh my gosh, Dylan is going down. That paycheck is running out, but just calm down a little bit, buddy. Bro, this isn't a game all the time, Dylan Dennis. This is real life and you keep playing around, but you're not tough. You're really not, bro. You literally got beaten up by Logan Paul. You're not tough, bro. You've been trying for years and years and years and you had your chance, but then you went and looked stupid in the ring. You're not tough, bro. Like, literally, you're not. You're just dumb. Dude, I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, bro. You don't even know how to spell things right. Sorry for my bad words. You don't even know how to spell, bro. It's a real fight and I'd make you be my little helper. Now you're trying to talk like Connor, but you're literally stupid. Like literally stupid, bro. You're like that one guy that just shows up out of nowhere like, can I have a hug? Like, just relax, bro. You're the guy that says I need some help. And get off my page before I block you, because I don't like stupid people. Don't talk to me anymore. We're done with you, bro. Come back in 30 minutes. Come back and talk to us in 30 minutes. Like, bro, you're a clown, bro. So as Dylan is saying all this to Ryan, Ryan responds, and he's just laughing it off and kind of makes fun of Dylan as well. But clearly Dylan is heated in this situation, and obviously he's trying to get under Ryan's skin, and he's doing a pretty good job at it too. I'm surprised Ryan hasn't blocked him yet. Usually if I'm on Instagram Live and somebody keeps commenting the same thing over and over again, I just end up blocking them because I'm tired of seeing their stupid comments. So Ryan Garcia might end up blocking him eventually. But as of now, he's just letting Dylan say all these crazy things to him. Like I said, Dylan was really heated in this situation. At one point, he even says that he's not tough because he got beat up by Logan Paul. Not only that, but he's trying to call Ryan a fake tough guy as well. So Dylan is cussing out Ryan Garcia on live TV and calling him names and telling him he's not a tough guy. Then Dylan ends the video and goes ahead and posts this on his own Instagram where he captions it, "He was getting worried, so I kept going." And if you ask me, I think he definitely got to him. Even though Ryan wasn't taking him seriously and was just laughing at him, it seemed like Ryan was finally starting to get annoyed by the constant negative comments. So Dylan definitely got under his skin. But it wasn't necessarily a bad thing because Ryan was already having a good laugh at him. But imagine if Ryan Garcia was the type of guy that actually gets violent or actually snaps at people. If that was the case, I think Dylan would have made a huge mistake jumping into his live. He may not have been able to leave that alive so easily. In fact, Ryan has shown in the past that he does get pretty heated on social media, and sometimes he says some things that he probably shouldn't say, and sometimes he even deletes these messages later. But honestly, it's never a good idea to test the waters with someone like Ryan Garcia, because you don't know if they're gonna snap on you. Dylan is lucky that Ryan is a cool guy and didn't decide to blow up on him. Now moving on, let's talk about the time Dylan Dennis almost lost Jake Paul's $1 million watch. Just check this out. So here's the story. Jake Paul was outside of Staples Center after his fight with Nate Diaz. He was wearing his watch that reportedly costs $1 million. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a man grabs at his watch. Luckily, though, Jake Paul was able to hold on to his watch, and that guy ran off. But it was actually revealed that this man was none other than Dylan Dennis. So Dylan actually admitted to trying to steal Jake Paul's watch. And he also made it seem like it was a joke, like he wasn't really trying to steal it. But still, you can't just run up on somebody and grab their expensive watch and think that's funny. Now, here's the thing. I actually agree with Dylan. This was probably a joke, but if you think about it, Dylan also got under Jake's skin. If you were Jake Paul and somebody just ran up on you and grabbed your $1 million watch, you'd probably be a little bit upset as well. Maybe not as upset as Nate Diaz was, but I'm sure you would have a few angry words for them as well. So I'm sure this was just a joke to Dylan, but I'm sure it also got under Jake Paul's skin. I don't know. I feel like Dylan is just trying to do whatever he can to get under Jake Paul's skin. And speaking of Dylan Dennis getting under people's skin, Dylan is once again at it again in this viral video. The Stockton Slugger caught up with Dylan Dennis while he was filming a TikTok, and Dylan was not expecting it. Here's what Nate says. This guy's got 2 seconds to respond to me. And he points to Dylan, and then Dylan turns around and sees Nate. And Nate continues, I heard he talks a lot of shit. This guy's a legit gangster. I want to see what he's made of. Come on, big boy. Hit me with your best shot. Now Nate is saying all this with a smile on his face, but Dylan Dennis is looking very uncomfortable. You can see the fear in his eyes as he realizes who it is. And to be honest, I can't blame him. It's not every day that you get confronted by Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is not a guy that you want to mess with, especially because he's got a crazy knockout power in both of his hands. One punch from Nate Diaz can put you out cold, and Dylan Dennis knows this, so he's just standing there awkwardly and doesn't know what to say or do. And to be honest, I love this. This is exactly the type of content that I love to see. It's great to see the dynamic between these two because they just have so much beef with each other. So you can tell that Nate is truly bothered by Dylan, and the same goes the other way around. They just absolutely hate each other. And Nate Diaz is the king of slapping people and putting them out cold. So when he walks up to Dylan Dennis like this, it makes it seem like he's ready to slap him right in the face. And considering how Dylan has been talking about Nate Diaz's family and making fun of him online, I don't blame Nate for wanting to confront him and teach him a lesson. But unfortunately for Nate, Dylan Dennis runs off before he can do anything, and you don't see the rest of the video. But I gotta say, it's always great to see Nate Diaz out here living up to his gangster reputation. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please smash that like button. Thank you so much.